Everyone, we are going to start with another lecture of managerial accounting, and in this question, in this part of video, we will discuss what will be the situation if the supplier offers discount to the company, right? So you may pause this video and read this question at your own, and then we can start, or otherwise you may continue with me, right? Point company uses economic order quantity model to establish the reorder quantity for raw material Y. So the company is already following the optimum reorder quantity, right? Because EOQ, what we believe EOQ is the best order quantity. The company holds no buffer inventory. It's an important point because average inventory will be simply order size divided by 2. You don't need to add safety stock there. Information relating to raw material Y is as follows. Annual consumption is given here, purchase price is given here, ordering cost is given here, holding cost says 10% of the purchase price. Now this is a bit different. I don't think that this we discuss in our classes, but maybe I'm not sure. So this actually represents that your holding cost is actually dependent on purchase price. So if you have high purchase price, holding cost will be high. If you have lower purchase price, holding cost will be low. This typically actually represents the interest cost. We will discuss it later. Supplier, now the problem is that the supplier has offered 1% discount if order size is 2000 units or above, right? So this means that if okay, fine, just do one thing. Let's try to calculate EOQ first, and then I will explain this point that why this can be a problem, right? So I'm just pausing this video, try to calculate EOQ at this particular point of time, and then we'll discuss. Alright, so EOQ will be what? EOQ in this case will be 2 multiplied by annual demand, which is 48,000, multiplied by ordering cost, which is 120, divided by holding cost per unit per annum. Holding cost is actually 10% of the purchase price. Purchase price is $80 per unit, so that will be $80 times 10%, right? So if you calculate EOQ, 2 multiplied by annual demand multiplied by ordering cost divided by holding cost per unit per annum, it's 144,000. And if you take the root of this figure, 144 root is actually equals to 12. So EOQ will be equals to 1200, right? Now the problem is that now what is the problem? Try to understand the problem. See, the company is quite happy that they are having the best order quantity because EOQ is the best, and they believe that they are having the minimum cost. But the supplier put the company in a dilemma because supplier has offered 2000 kilograms 1% discount for any order size which is if 2000 kilograms or above. So now I'm thinking whether to continue with EOQ or shall I avail the discount, because discount can give me more savings, right? So the only option to do this is to calculate the total cost at both order sizes, and then we compare, right? So let's calculate first total cost at 1200 units. 1200 units is the economic order quantity, and 2000 kilograms, which is 2000 kilograms. Why? Because this is basically the quantity where we are qualifying for the discount. So let's consider 2000 for the second case, for the comparison one, right? So let's start with the ordering cost. Ordering cost is simply order size, annual demand divided by order size multiplied by ordering cost per order. So it's simply 48,000 divided by this multiplied by 120, so it's around 4800, right? And if you buy 2000 kilograms per order, that will be 48,000 divided by 2000 multiplied by 120, so that will be 2880, right? And what will be the holding cost? Holding cost is simple. See, since there is no safety stock, so just try to recall that point that at EOQ ordering cost and holding cost will be is same, right? So if you don't want to calculate holding cost, it's perfectly fine, because we know that the holding cost is going to be 4800 for at EOQ, right? But just to confirm, let's try to calculate the holding cost, right? Holding cost is average inventory, which is 1200 divided by 2 multiplied by holding cost per unit per annum, which is around $8, right? $8. So 1200 divided by 2 times 8 is 4800, right? And what will be the holding cost at 2000 units? Just pause this video and calculate it first, and then I will tell you what is the issue. Okay, so 40 sorry order size is 2000 units, right, divided by 2, that will give you 1000, right? Now if you want to multiply, obviously you have to multiply it with the holding cost per unit per annum. Now what will be the holding cost per unit per annum? Originally holding cost has been calculated by as 8 times 10%, right? And we have calculated as 8, right? But the problem is that your holding cost is actually dependent upon the purchase price, right? Your holding cost is actually dependent upon the purchase price. So if your purchase price, so what is actually the purchase price at 2000 kilograms if company buy 2000 units or above? The point is that at this particular order size, your purchase price is not 80. Actually your purchase price is 80 times 99%, right? Because there is a 1% discount. So if you calculate 80 times 99, that means 79.2, right? So this is basically your net price of raw material, right? And holding cost is 10% of purchase price. So just to have to take its 10%, which is 7.92, right? So 7.92 times 7.92 times 1000 is obviously 7920, right? So this is basically the ordering cost and holding cost. And if you want to calculate the total cost, okay, fine. For the calculation of total cost, generally we consider only ordering cost and holding cost. But in this case, there is a problem. What is the problem? Problem is that if you follow the economic order quantity, the company will get material at $80 per kg or per unit. But if company ordered 2000 kilograms or above, the purchase price will not remain same. Purchase price will reduce by 1%. So obviously this purchase price is also important in decision making, because it's different in both cases. So why we haven't considered it before? Because initially there is no change in purchase price. So it doesn't matter if you are buying 5000 kilograms per order, or you are buying 10,000 kilograms per order. Since you have to buy 50,000 kilograms in totality, your overall purchase cost is going to remain same, right? So in this case we have to include purchase cost as well. So what will be the purchase cost in this case? See, purchase cost is actually we have to calculate purchase cost for the whole year, right? So the annual demand is 48,000, right? 48,000 times 80. 48,000 times 80 is 3840. And if you get discount, you will get the same material at 99%. So that makes 48,000 times 79.2, it's 3801600, right? So what will be the total cost in this case? Total cost is the sum of ordering cost, holding cost and purchase cost. So 3840 plus 4.8 plus 4.8 is 3849600, right? And ordering cost, holding cost, purchase cost, so 2880 plus 7920 plus 3801600 is 3812,400. Right. So at economic order quantity, your total cost is 3849. At 2000 units, your total cost is 3812. So obviously, EOQ is not giving you that much benefit as compared with the point where where if you take the discount, if you avail the discount, you will get more benefit, right? So if you want to compare both figures, 3849,600 minus 3812,400, so is it 37,200? So company will get a benefit of 37,200 if company avail the discount, right? So this is basically a very simple type of question. So there are two takeaways of this question. The first one is that if your holding cost is dependent upon purchase price, then you have to consider the net purchase cost, right? And if there is a discount, if there is a case of discount, then you have to, then along with ordering cost and holding cost, you have to consider purchase cost as well, right? So and why this happen, why EOQ gets failed? Because see, if you are just using ordering cost and holding cost, its benefit is limited, like maybe in thousands, maybe 5,000, 10,000, depending what is the difference between EOQ and the order size. But when you get discount, you are getting 1% discount for the overall cost of 3.84 million, right? So if your purchase cost is 38 lakhs and if you are getting 1% discount on 38 lakhs, obviously it's going to be quite high figure, right? Similarly, if you suppose your purchase cost is not that high, suppose the overall purchase cost is quite low, right? And you're not getting 1% discount, you are just getting 0.1% discount. So in that case, maybe EOQ will still remain beneficial for the company. So you cannot say that always EOQ will always fail, or EOQ will always give you benefit. In case of discount, you have to perform this calculation, right? Now, why? I'm just trying to clarify one more point here, because that's important. See, why we have considered 10% of 79.2. I mean, it's an important discussion. We can do this question without this discussion, but obviously you should know what's the logic behind it. If I'm saying that my holding cost is dependent upon purchase price, see this one, then actually what I'm trying to say is that whatever your purchase cost is, holding cost will be its 10%. And generally it's the case of interest rate, generally it's the case of cost of capital. For example, if you have generally, suppose, not for this question, suppose on average you have 1000 kilo, you keep 1000 kilograms in your store department, right? And the purchase price of this particular raw material is $100 per kg. So that means what? That means you are actually holding material equals to 1 lakh. That means you are holding $1 lakh inventory in your store department on an average basis. That means this much amount is stuck in your in your at your store department. And obviously there is an opportunity cost for that. If you have paid cash for it, you have to bear the loss of interest. If you have taken overdraft, you have to pay interest. So there is always a cost of capital involved, right? But if same 1000 kilogram, suppose something happened and there is an increase in supply of raw material, and now you are getting same raw material at $80. So that means what? That means you just 80,000 is stuck in the store department in the form of in inventory, right? So now the opportunity cost is lower, right? Because now only 80,000 is stuck, right? So if this amount reduces, if this amount reduces, it reduces the opportunity cost, right? So that's why we have considered this point, that look, now the material is not at 80, material is of 79.2. So since the material cost is low, then definitely it's going to reduce your opportunity cost as well. So this is basically the point why we have considered holding cost equals to net of discount price, right? So that this is basically a case of if the company is having discount offered by supplier, so we generally include purchase cost as well, right? So that's it for material, right? In the next session we will start with labor. Thank you. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.